Good morning, it's Claire Jones here from Your One Life Healthy Weight Solutions, and I'm here with you in the Your One Life Healthy Weight Solutions group for Monday Morning Matters episode 24. And this time it's on when is the best time to start a diet, or also what I want to talk about here is why it's important to not just think, oh, there's no point in doing anything now until after Christmas, and I'm going to tell you why. If you are watching live, I would love it if you could say hello in the comments, or give me a thumbs up, or give me anything. Give me anything, just so that I know you're there, and also so that other people get the notification that I've gone live. So, so if you are here, I'd love to know. If not, I'm talking to myself. But if you're watching on catch up, then do put #replay in the comments. So, so basically, what I'm going to talk about today, just got a few minutes, is the fact that I'm hearing a lot, oh, there's no point in doing anything about my weight until after Christmas. And I'd already decided on this topic about, when is the best time to start a diet, because the correct answer for most people is there is no best time, because real life doesn't stop when we go on a diet. Morning, Jenny. We have to learn how to manage our weight in the context of real life. So if we're always thinking, oh, I'll wait until, we'll never do it. We'll never do it. So what does that actually look like? So the way that I see it is between now and Christmas, we've got about 8 weeks, I think, depending on when your Christmas starts, of course. I mean, some people's Christmas sort of festivities start a little bit earlier in the month, but let's just say, up until, the main Christmas week, it's about 8 weeks, I think, off the top of my head. And a lot can happen in 8 weeks. Now, obviously, people's diaries generally start to fill up a little bit more with, various, things relating to Christmas. We've also got Halloween, we've also got bonfire night, and these things can really kind of make us put off wanting to do anything and think, oh, there's no point in doing anything. Now, the problem with that is that, as I say, a lot can happen in 8 weeks. So if we were to just say, take our eye off the ball, which is what I used to do, and just say, oh, it doesn't matter, there's no point, and I'll just have what I want, we can put on a lot of weight in 8 weeks if we're not careful. So if we imagine that, for the average woman, and none of us are average, but we've got to start somewhere. So the average woman needs 2,000 calories to maintain their weight. And with all of the different foods that are going to be around, with perhaps, being less active because the evenings are darker and we don't feel like doing things so much because it's colder, then we can easily be taking in 3,000 calories a day if we're not careful. Now, we only need to take in an extra 3,500 calories more than our bodies need to put on a pound. So if we're eating 3,000 calories a day, you can see how long it's not going to take very long to put on that pound or 2 pounds. So let's just say you end up putting on a pound a week or 2 pounds a week between now and Christmas. How are you going to feel? How are you going to feel when you've got there? You think, oh, well, I may as well stuff myself over Christmas now because there's just no point, And that was me. That was me. Between sort of October and December, well, January, I that's when my weight would creep on, because I was taking my eye off the ball. I was thinking, it doesn't matter. There's no point in worrying about it. So when I say when's the best time to start a diet, what I'm really meaning is there is no best time. and what we do need to be able to do if we want to manage our weight in the long term is to be thinking about, eating in a way that supports our health and supports our body's needs for the right amount of calories for what we're doing. So we need to be aware of that all the time, because if we're not, we're always going to be in this cycle of either losing weight or gaining it. So you've got 3 options really. You can either think about, putting yourself on some kind of regime, whether that be going to Slimming World or Weight Watchers, or just calorie counting, going to the gym, whatever it might be, it's got to come down to what you're eating more than anything else. Okay. Whether that's realistic for you in the next few weeks because of the amount of things that are going on, maybe not. It might give you the accountability that you need, even if your goal isn't to lose, but perhaps is to just maintain so that you don't put on. That could be your second option. And of course, the third option is to just do nothing, bury your head in the sand, and end up a few pounds heavier by the time Christmas comes around. Because if you're not managing your weight well at the moment, then burying your head in the sand between now and Christmas definitely isn't going to be the right strategy for you. So my advice would be, if you're not ready or able to do something more perhaps formal and structured, that you just start to pay attention to what you're doing, and perhaps do a bit of calorie counting, not necessarily every day, but just to give you a little bit of insight and education around what you're taking in, so that you can work around these social occasions. If you know you've got a big weekend coming up with a big buffet or a party or something like that, then how can you make sure that you on the other days of the week you can accommodate that, so that you've got a little bit of extra room to be able to have a little bit more on those days. And also just paying attention to your body and eating nice and slowly, so that you are not overdoing it. And I'm going to do a massive plug for my book right now, because that is exactly what it's here to help you with. So here it is, if you haven't got it yet, How to Eat Less, because that goes through, you've got 10 things in there that will tell you how to make sure that you're not overeating between now and Christmas. And you can get it on Amazon, or you can go to my website, www.youronelife.co.uk, and just search for How to Eat Less. That is really, that's the reason I wrote it, because those were the 10 things that I do to make sure that I'm not overeating, to make sure that, whether my goal is to lose or maintain my weight, that I'm not doing it in a way that feels stressful and hard. I'm doing it in a way that feels manageable and effective. So that's really all I wanted to say today, really. Other than, obviously, tonight I'm going to be doing the first of my 3 takeaway events. Now, the reason I call them takeaways is a bit of a play on words, obviously, in relation to weight management, because takeaways can be our undoing. But for this, I want the takeaways to be something really helpful. So it's all about the things that you're going to be able to take away from these sessions that are going to help you with managing social occasions. So tonight, the first one is Halloween. So it's a Halloween takeaway. If you haven't registered yet, go to my website, www.youronelife.co.uk, and you'll see there's like an orange banner and it says register for your free Halloween takeaway here. It's a completely free event. It's an hour long. It's going to be tonight, 7:30. You need to register because there's going to be a Zoom link that you will get when you register. And there's also a little questionnaire. If you haven't answered it yet, do answer it, because that tells me what you need me to cover tonight, and that's what I'll be covering. So if I don't know what you want, you're not going to get what you need. So tell me what you need. So so I'm hopefully that I'll see a few of you there. I know there's quite a few registered from this group, which is great. Be great if we get a few more, because this is going to be so helpful for you in terms of how to manage the next few weeks, because I'm going to help you understand a bit more about why we find it so hard and what you can do about it, so that you can safely negotiate the next few weeks without sort of feeling out of control, without feeling there's nothing you can do, without feeling that there's no point in doing anything between now and Christmas. So yeah, if I will drop the link in the comments here as well, but it's also in the top of the group here in the Facebook group, and yeah, just go to my website, or if you want to know a bit more about it, then feel free to drop me a message, and I will see some of you tonight. And I will see you also next week. No, I won't be. The event, yes, there will be, but you still need to register to get it. So if you aren't able to actually attend live, you will still need to register to be able to access the replay. So so do go on and do that if you haven't yet. And that's it. There won't be a Monday Morning Matters next week because I'll be in Dublin. So the next one will be the first Monday in November, which I think is the 7th. I will double check. Anyway, have a good week and keep up with the challenge, those of you doing the challenge, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.